Hey, what's going on, guys? Cup of Soup TCG here, back at again with another video. And today, guys, I'm going to be taking a trip down memory lane. But not just, well, for one, I'm going to be profiling something very similar to my first video, which is my GOAT deck. So I'm going down the memory lane not just for this channel, but also, just in Yu-Gi-Oh! History in general. So for those of you that don't know, GOAT format is a 2005 legacy format that's probably arguably the most popular format to play that isn't the current format. Super skillful format, with you got like GOAT control with like your metamorphosis and like all that tempo stuff. However, I play I play Warrior Toolbox, so probably not the most skill intensive deck in the format, but it's just what I choose to play. It's a casual deck. I love it heaps. And, it's been a while since I did my GOAT format deck. And I figured I might also update it. Since it has been 6 months now, and like the channel's been doing great. Been getting heaps of views, so thank you guys so much for watching the content. Anyway, let's get right into the video. So, first and foremost, I play 2 King Tiger Wang Yu. So pretty much when a monster with 1400 less attack is normal special summoned, destroy those monsters with 1400 less attack. This deals with so much, gets rid of your Donzalugs that you might go up against, gets rid of like the Mystic Swordsmen, exiled forces, all that kind of like just good stuff. He just gets rid of them. So like your opponent can't be as aggressive. If I'm correct, it also gets rid of like the Millennium Eyes as well. Thousand Eyes that they would summon off. So it's just a really good card, really anti-meta card against Go Control, which is the most popular and arguably the best deck of the format. I play 1 Donzalug, since we are playing Warrior Toolbox. Card's pretty good. When it inflicts battle damage, I either take a card out of my opponent's hand or I send 2 cards from the top of the deck to the grave. Which, was good back in GOAT format, not so much nowadays though. Play 1 Command Knight. If I control another monster, if I control one other monster, my opponent cannot select this card as an attack target. And as long as it's up on the field, increase all my warriors by 400 attacks, getting them nice, big, and beefy, allowing me to beat over other cards. Play Goblin Attack Force, because once again, we are playing a beatdown deck, 2300, pretty good. You don't even need to attack it, you can just summon it, and it acts as a wall that my opponent has to deal with. Play Mystic Swordsman to set monsters, because it destroys the monster without flipping it face up. Play Blade Knight. Similar thing to Mystic Swordsman, just to out those set monsters. Also, becomes a 2k beater when I have one or less cards in my hand. Play the DD Warrior Lady in that wonderful Hobby League. This is just another reason why I like GOAT format so much, because of these nice rarity cards that you can't really play in sanctioned events. For one, they might be old, they might be power crept, and 2, Hobby League cards, they're not illegal per se, but because they are thicker than your standard Yu-Gi-Oh card, you can't get game losses for them, since they are easily identifiable because they are thicker because of the way that they've been foiled. Play 1 Exiled Force. Once again, it's just utility. It's a Rhoda target, since we are playing 2 Rhoda in the deck. Destroy a monster on the field. Simple as that. Kaiku. Really good against Chaos. They can't banish stuff from their grave. When it inflicts battle damage, I can remove 2 cards from their grave, get rid of the Sinister Serpent, stuff like that. Cyberjar. Really good in this deck because I am playing a lot of level 4 lowers, so I can just flip it. Wipe the field, get my monsters out, and just start beating them down. Play Sangan, because it's Sangan, you gotta play him. Search is 1500 or less. It's such a good card. Breaker in gold rare. I know it's gold rare, but it's the only nice rarity I have, a higher rarity card that I have that isn't a common, so it is what it is. Just good back row removal. Get rid of that Mirror Force that your opponent might set. Get rid of Sakuretsu Armors, whatever. Morphing Jar. Just refreshing our hands. That's what we like to do. Tribe. Just more cards to out. Forgive me of the condition. I am trying to get this deck, so not max ready, but definitely bling it out. So I am looking to get the super eventually one day. One Sinister Serpent, again with the gold rare. I want to get that Prismatic Secret, but in case you guys don't know, Sinister Serpent, use it like when you play Goat, you play with the old effects. So Sinister Serpent is just constantly coming back on your standby phase. No real drawback to it. Discard of Graceful, get it back. Discard it off Lightning Vortex, get it back. Discard it off Delinquent Duo, get it back. So it's just that way to keep your card advantage up. Jinzo, he's cool, locks down all that back row, stops your Mirror Forces, stops the Sakuretsus, and all that kind of stuff. And Passath as well, get that piercing in against like Goat tokens or whatever might be in defense. Gets you the card advantage to draw more cards. And obviously, what would be a Goat deck without the Trinity, Delinquent Duo, Port of Greed, and Graceful Cherry? Nothing really much to say about these. If you aren't playing this in a Goat deck, I question why you play Goat. They're simply the best cards to have in a Goat deck because of what they do. The cycling from Greed and Graceful, the hand ripping that Delinquent Duo does, especially if you get it off first turn. So good. I played 2 Book of Moon in this beautiful Platinum rarity. It's the only high rarity I got once again, and I'd rather play this over commons, I'll be real, even though arguably some people think commons might be better. Just a way to flip, it's a nice way to out problematic cards like a BLS, because we can flip it and then we can knock it. Simple as that. Just destroy the face down monster, banish it, so it gets rid of problematic cards from the game, because there isn't really much ways to get it back. I mean, you do have there were definitely cards around, but they weren't really the most played in some decks, at least from my experience and my knowledge. 2 Rhoda. I am playing Warrior Toolbox. Wouldn't make sense to not play 2 Rhoda. 1 Lightning Vortex. Gotta get the ulti of this one day. Pretty much it's Raigeki, but worse, because I only just face up monsters and I'd have to discard a card. But, it's fine for what it is. Once again, it outs big boards, helps us come back. And discarding with Sinister Serpent's always really good. Heavy Storm, just to get rid of spell and trap cards. Mystical Space Typhoon for the same reason. Snatch Steal to take our opponent's monsters. Premature Peril to get ours back from the grave. Then we're playing Call of the Haunted. In the Lost art, I really like this art. Just to get more monsters back. Trap Dust Shoot, because we like hand looping, because if you'll find there's a lot of cards in Goat that do hand loop. Dust Tornado, once again, we get out, that back row. And at the same time, we can then set a spell or trap card from our hand. Ring of Destruction, just out big monsters. Because this deck does struggle a lot with big monsters, so Ring of Destruction really helps us with that. Torrential Tribute, your opponent's committing to a big board, or if they flip Scapegoats or something, we can just TT that, get rid of their board, put them super far behind, and then we can advance our plays from there. One Mirror Force to, just out boards again. When they go for the kill, and they don't play around Mirror Force, we just flip it, wipe their board, and then we can start making a comeback. And lastly, 2 Sakuretsu Armor. That's about it, guys. So this is a bit different from my normal videos. I'm sure. Not really showing anything that's that new or even relevant or even legal for this this format. However, I feel that it is still important to look back on what Yu-Gi-Oh was and what it's become, and I guess have fun doing it, because I really like Go format. I feel like it's a really good format that you can get into for super cheap. You don't need to be playing Secret Rare Command Nights or Hobby Leagues or these higher rare, or Ultra Snatch deals and stuff like that. You can most of these cards, if not all of these cards, come in common, and it's just such a fun format. If you and a friend can build 2 Goat control decks or just Goat format decks in general, you'll have these really interactive and grinding games that you just don't see much in Yu-Gi-Oh nowadays. But anyway, Thank you guys for watching this video. I am Cup of Soup TCG, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.